afternoon, Tiger Nation, and welcome back to KIRV. I'm your host, Erica.
And I'm Gabriel.
Welcome to your special KIRV episode celebrating Black History Month. Today we honor the resilience, achievements, and contributions of Black individuals throughout history.
We got our special presentations, interviews, and videos lined up for the viewing pleasure.
We're happy to announce the winners for the Black History Month or the Creation Contest.
Place winner is our fabulous yearbook teacher, Miss McClure.
Do I give hugs?
I was like, look at the door. That's it. She probably gonna be like, what?
I have Pete like, okay, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, Miss McClure. Thank y'all.
Next, we have last year's Teacher of the Year, Miss Patton. Congrats, Miss Patton, for second place.
Finally, we have our first place winner.
Thank you to anyone who participated, and a massive shout out to our 3 winners. And now, let's hand it over to Ashley as she sits down with Lanita Johnson, an esteemed chairman of the Urban Black History Art Council. Take it away, Ms. Johnson.
Thank you for joining me today, Irvin High School, Irvin ISD, and of course me, the Urban Black Arts Council, in celebrating Black History Month. And with our young people and achieving what we've done while recognizing and recommitting ourselves to education and helping our students fulfill our promises of tomorrow. It's an honor to share this with you, Ashley, today, and with all of you guys.
Thank you, Miss Lanita. My first question is, why do we celebrate Black History Month?
Oh my God, I am so glad you asked that. For me, and for probably everybody, it's all about equal representation. Black Americans make up an essential and important contributions to probably every aspect of American life, from our national fabric to our international stature. February is designated Black History Month, and we highlight these contributions to remember and to celebrate our role in U.S. history. A lot of these contributions have not been included in the U.S. history that is taught. We highlight them so that there is probably a way to appreciate them, so that they are, or that we are inspired by them. Telling our stories, it also reminds others to tell their story. And to me, that really unites us.
Mm-hmm. So the colors of the flag are green, red, and yellow, correct?
Mm-hmm, that's correct.
What do they represent?
Oh my gosh. And I think for teenagers, nobody's ever asked me that question. What do they represent? So the black represents the resilience of our ancestors from slavery. The red represents the blood of the innocent Black lives shed throughout history. Yellow, oh, my favorite. Yellow is optimism. It's justice. It's equality. Green symbolizes the rich greenery and the natural resources from Africa, where most of the slaves were brought from. Great question. You got another one for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Why is Black History Month celebrated specifically in February?
Oh, Black History Month, the first iteration was actually Negro History Week. Created in February in 1926 by Carter G. Woodson, known as the father of Black history. February was chosen by Woodson for a week-long observance, okay? So it coincides with the birth dates of both former U.S. President Abe Lincoln and social reformer Frederick Douglass. Both men played a significant role in helping to end slavery. But in 1976, President Gerald Ford officially recognized the month, and in 1986, Congress passed it into law.
So it has a long history as to why it's in February.
It is. It's a lot goes into that.
I see.
I love it.
So in this new year, 2024, what is the theme?
Yeah, there's always a national theme. You can, as I do always, Google it. But our theme for 2024 is Americans in the Arts. So that goes right along with the Black Arts Council, right? In the fields of visual and performing arts, literature, fashion, folklore, language, film, music, architectural, culinary, and all the other forms of cultural expressions. The African American influence has been paramount. Our grandparents, who was porters and farmers and janitors and domestics by day, they was carpenters, they found each other at night and on the weekends. You know what we do on the weekends. But mainly they did it to reclaim their dignity and their beauty. When they were out dancing, they were out singing and painting, or they were speaking the spoken word, as we called it. In hard times, art remains our hide in plain sight defense against the images that fed so many negative stereotypes. And in good times, well, it just felt good for us to celebrate.
Black history is indeed our history.
Yes, it is. And an excellent time to celebrate, to study together, to share together. I mean, it is a time for me, it's all about the whole celebration, our food, our music, our history. It has certainly influenced America in that we take that entire thing with us, not just for February. It really is a 12-month thing that we do all within ourselves. I love celebrating. You can tell that, right?
Yeah, me too. And I encourage everybody to learn about Black history or just their history in general.
Yeah, I say that all the time, to learn your history. Talk to your parents, talk to your grandparents, your librarian, even here at school. Just because it's not taught does not mean it's not here and available to you. At your church, talk to your pastor, talk to your youth leader. Like Dr. King, many of our greatest leaders started at church and in the community.
How can we get involved?
Thank you for asking that. That is the best thing. Celebrate with each other. No matter what race you are, all of us got history to be proud of. If you're Mexican, Irish, German, Asian, talk to each other, celebrate with each other. When you do that, that unites us. That's how I started this, talking about unity. If you see something, say something, participate. There is a wealth of activities right here in Irvin. We have the Irvin Youth Council right across the street at Lively Point Youth Center. The Irvin Art Center offers a lot of classes, a lot of activities for our teens. The Irvin Library and the Irvin Archives and Museum is a wealth of knowledge. There are museums right here in Irvin that a lot of our teens don't even know about and go to. The Irvin Carrollton NAACP is open to all and offers student scholarships annually. And I'm the president of the Irvin Black Arts Council. We also are open to everyone and would love to have you join us and volunteer with our organization. And don't forget, you get volunteer hours just for participating and having a great time.
Great.
So yeah, it is a great time to participate, to learn, and get out there in the community and do it right here with your school.
So Black History Month really reminds us to think deeper and dig deeper.
Yes, it does. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank you so much for being here.
I really appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Thank you. This has been Miss Lonita, and I've been Ashley Henderson. Now back to our KIRV for more news.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson, for your incredible insights. We had a full 20-minute sit-down with Ms. Johnson, and if you'd like to check out the full interview, click the link in the description of this video.
While we celebrate the achievements of the past, we think it's important to recognize some of the hard work being done by Black students here at Irving High School. Let's turn it over to Melissa as she recites one of her award-winning essays.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm saying a poem about Black History Month. In February, we honored the past, celebrating stories that forever last, from pioneers to change makers, bold. Their legacies shine, never going old. We remember the struggles, the triumphs too, and honor the leaders who saw it through. The courage and grace and enduring light, guiding our past, inspiring the fight. Black history resonates loud and clear, reminding the world that freedom draws near. So let us reflect and boldly proclaim, in unity and love, we cherish this acclaim. This month and beyond, their voices resound in Black history's tapestry, forever unbound. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. That was a great speech.
Now we have a special education workshop with Mr. Baines as he explores some of the famous artists from the Harlem Renaissance. Take it away, Mr. Baines.
Hello everybody, I am Mr. Baines, the African American Studies teacher here at Irving High School, and I want to talk to you about the Harlem Renaissance. Some of my students have been creating nice presentations about Harlem Renaissance artists. The Harlem Renaissance was a time in the 1920s and also 30s when African Americans had moved north to during the Great Migration, and they also, some of them settled in the Harlem area of New York City, and they experienced a revival in art and music there. So I have two presentations here I want to share with you that my students have created as a sample. The first is about Louis Armstrong. He may be the most famous of all the Harlem Renaissance artists. So Louis Armstrong is famous for jazz music, and he was a trumpet player in the jazz music scene, possibly the most talented jazz musician of all time. He was also a singer, a vocalist. So he played in a lot of places, venues where in the evening jazz music would be heard, and this created an opportunity for African Americans to showcase their art and music to the wider American audience. Part of this unique jazz music style is improvisation. And you see some of the jazz club scenes there that they had a lot of good style. Now I do want to really mention that jazz music, through the help of Louis Armstrong, was able to cross the color line from African American culture to a wider audience, and it became also popular amongst white Americans that ended up loving jazz music as well. To finish out Louis Armstrong, I want you to enjoy a sample of my favorite song from him, What a Wonderful World. I think you will enjoy.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Okay, and here is another Harlem Renaissance artist as an example from the time, Lois Jones. I want to talk to you about a painter. So Lois Jones, as you can see, she was a painter during the Harlem Renaissance, and let's take a look at some of her paintings. You can see that she was an abstract painter, and she drew in the abstract African art in her paintings that she tried to express. Here are some more samples, very colorful paintings, very beautiful. She had even been to Paris in her life, so she was a well-traveled woman. Ultimately, she moved to Harlem, so she was true to the name of the Harlem Renaissance. She had actually moved to that area. Originally, she was born in Boston, and that's where she also attended her art school. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you. Well, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this. And now back to KIRV.
As we conclude our special segment, let's share we carry the spirit of the Black History Month with us throughout the year, honoring the past, embracing the present, and shaping the brighter future for all.
Thank you for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow with all the hottest news and announcements. I've been Erica.
And I've been Gabriel.
And this is KIRV signing off.
Well, Irving High School, that concludes our Black History Month activities for this month. From the morning announcements to the R&B music during passing periods, to the wonderful door decorations that you all have done with your teachers, and all of the activities. We hope that you have felt more educated and aware of the rich heritage of Black History Month. We would like to thank Mr. Hernandez for giving us an opportunity to be able to do these activities, as well as all the teachers, staff members, and counselors who served on the Black History Month committee. They worked very hard to provide you an opportunity for this month. So we want to say thank you. So leaving there, stay tuned for next year.